maybe even center in the solar plexus there with that discomfort, and just be with it while you listen for a minute to me here. Water is critical to the proper functioning of your DNA. Water is a resonance factor that's crucial. In support of one of my recent journals, I was Googling Dr. Len Horowitz and listening to a few of his lectures to find maybe a good one or two to put a link in my scribed transcript for you for anybody that wanted to investigate. This is the journal on the solfeggio and cymatics, and there was a third thing there, I forget what it is. And, you know, he's got it right on about a lot of things. And he's got a very scientific bent. He's got 3 PhDs. Did you know that? Plus, he's I don't know if a dentist is considered a medical doctor, but he's that too. So he's more than well educated, and quite the rebel, which we should all appreciate in our own way. We're all rebels, my friend, whether it's on the inside or whether it's showing on the outside. We are that. We don't like or appreciate the society and the world and what's become of Gaia. And so we're just itching to rebel. And it feels really good to rub shoulders and with other rebels, you know, and listen to their brand of truth, of teaching, of understanding. He teaches that from scientific testing that's been done that shows if you lose as little as 8% of the hydration in your body, your DNA becomes dysfunctional in a number of ways. It simply breaks down. The water is crucial. It's critical. And there's another shocking piece of information, which is a good deal less scientific. It's from one of the Patricia Corey books, where she's speaking for the Syrian High Council. And they say that it's 90+%. It might be 95, it might be 99%, but it's at least 90% of the water in your body is used as a resonance board for your DNA. Now, our DNA is putting itself together. This is what's giving us a lot of challenges and trouble and aches and pains and different things in the body as our bodies are restructuring and reconstructing the DNA that's there. And so if you want to be in support of your higher consciousness and of that whole process, you do want to drink plenty of water. And so I wanted to share these things with you and also have you look at and sit with that feeling of discomfort whenever the idea of water comes up. This comes from the mind, okay? Our minds have been programmed that way. But in our heart, we love water. Think Dr. Masaru Emoto. Think about the power that's in water and how just a word placed on your water bottle completely influences every molecule of water that's in there. Every word that I'm saying is imprinting and influencing all of the water in this body that I'm wearing. It's influencing yours as well. All right, we are energy beings. We're not physical, solid, separate things. We're energy beings. We're all interwoven and meshed almost within one another. Everything is all one. And reality isn't what our senses report back to us. Due to the way our DNA was stripped down from 12 strands to 2, we used to be able to perceive one heck of a lot more in the frequency ranges than our senses report to us now. And so we've been stripped down, dumbed down, and everything's been done to try to pollute everything around us, including the food and the water that we take in. Okay, now let's keep looking at this. That's probably got some more discomfort stirring in the solar plexus. Be sure to be in heart with this. All right, don't listen from mind. Be in heart. Now we're talking about being a sovereign being. We're talking about being an energy being. I want to share something with you. Now I've shared before I have just some little, very short little prayer type things that I say each day. And I bless my food. I bless my water. And there's a particular blessing. And I make it up. You know, it's a morphing, changing thing. But when I bless my food, I got to where at the end of the blessing, I was tucking on this little thing where I said, and I call for the removal of all implants and the restoration of full functioning DNA. So whatever food I took in, I blessed it that way, no matter what it was. If it was a snack, if it was a meal, it didn't matter. Even if it was just some leaves or pine needles or whatever, you know, they get the blessing before they go in this body. Now, here's the part about being a sovereign being. Kismet, get down from there. My goodness, up on the end table. Little dogs don't have that many privileges, young man. Okay, so everything gets blessed before it gets put into the body. And I hold my hands over it, palms facing the food, open, and I say this blessing. And I tell you, you have chakras in your palms. There are energy centers there. And when you do something like this, you know, if you've got a psychic near, if you've got a clairvoyant near, they can see the rays streaming, the energy streaming from your hands into the food. And it looks like a little bit of a liquid and a fire, and it's beautifully colored, and it goes into the substance, and it alters the substance. If one word is enough to completely alter the structure of water, as in Emoto's work, then you can imagine that this, you know, water is in everything. We don't have a world here without water. We don't have a body. We don't have a plant. We don't have living things without water. So water's in everything, and it doesn't just influence the water. It influences the rest of it as well. So all of this to say, I'm working with Ken, my medical intuitive, and he started, after I started adding that to my food blessing, the last several sessions that we've had together, the last one particularly, he reported, you know, you've got implants absolutely streaming out of your body. And of course, he's concerned to keep the lines of flow and elimination and everything clear and flushed, and lots of liquids and so on to help flush all this stuff out. And I find that interesting and amazing. Emoto's work is amazing. But let's apply it, okay? A lot of us marvel at that. Oh, that's amazing about water. And then we go on because it's too wild and we don't see how it can really apply. It's obviously true. I mean, he's got physical images, pictures. He's got the proof of what he's doing. His research is excellent. But it doesn't seem to fit into practical life. Well, let me tell you, it does. So I want you as sovereign beings to recognize that you can completely restructure your water and your food by using your intent, your hands, and a short prayer. Whatever it is you want to say, you know, get specific with what you want. And just call for it to be cleansed, purged, purified. If it's, you know, there's anything GMO, if there's anything negative, any kind of additives, you go with your heart. You go with where your heart guides you, but know that you have the power over matter, because matter is energy. Your energy. We are energy beings. And my friends, we are freaking powerful. And we've been disempowered way too long. So, it's time to cheer up and be chipper about this. And as you rest and reside in your heart, you'll have that faith and that confidence and just that knowing that everything is subject to you. There is no technology, not even any alien technology. I don't care if they're 50 gazillion light years ahead of our technology. It doesn't matter. Nothing trumps heart. I think a lot of the fear that people feel in the world is really that radiated out by these dark ones that are watching their whole little kingdom and structure come crashing down around their ears, and they're worried about it, and not being able to rule and have the power that they've grown so accustomed to. So anyway, I've gone on more than long enough, but I feel good about what I've shared, and I hope you do too. I love you, and I'll see you soon.